Um, this is the new single. I was told I had to tell you when I was saying it so they could press record on the camera. It's called Submerged, and it's about knowing when something's really bad for you, but you kind of like it, so you keep doing it. And you want to, and it's sort of the feeling of you're sort of drowning into it. You're sort of swimming around in the feeling of it being bad for you, and you're kind of attracted to it because of it. It goes like this. We've been living with these goals, fifth floor ghouls we used to know, tying knots, making bows, running jewels and crying crows, looking back on what we owe. The debt's far less than what's on show, living here, hanging low, week to week, and now you know. Verses chaperoned by fear of the truth, bravery whispered by a way off tongue and speck, and pulled right back from the ocean soaking wet. Submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged, submerged. We've both read about these souls, chained together, sweating cold. Heavy eyes, burning toes, swelling ankles, getting cold, filling hats up with stone, coins on eyes and melting snow, sharing sleeves, building rows, tracks that lead us back to home. Verses chaperoned by fear of the truth, bravery whispered by a way off tongue and speck, and pulled right back from the ocean soaking wet. Submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged, submerged, submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged, submerged. Verses chaperoned by fear of the truth, bravery whispered by a way off tongue and speck, and pulled right back from the ocean soaking wet. Submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged, submerged, submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged so beautifully, I've been submerged, submerged. Thanks. I'll do two more. Do it. I can do a request and then one other. Anyone at all. Shout it out. Hey, anyone. Absolutely anyone.
Get the 5 stars.